for New York session, baby. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. What is going on? We're just getting the last few things sorted and in place here.
4-in-1 technology, perfect for every engine.
Okay. So guys, we are gonna jump into things straight away. Let's just go through this as usual, guys. We're gonna start off with gold. Okay. Good afternoon, what's up, Keys? Hello. Okay, let's do a quick breakdown here, guys. So obviously from this morning we had gold doing a quick little jump and breakaway. So literally what we're gonna want is basically, ideally I would love a retest of this zone. What we can do straight off the bat is we can literally look at these highs over here. That is obviously a very, very important place, but I am still very, very bullish, guys. Nothing has changed for me yet, but there is very, very much likelihood we can look at some sells. Let's actually just have a quick look at what dollar index is doing. We'll still chat at the weekly pivot and Asia highs. Okay, so on the day we're actually looking very, very bullish. So we have gone down, we've actually made equal lows, so let's just take note of that. But yeah, dollar index is going bullish at the moment, but again, we can't really look at them as correlated at the moment because of news and fundamentals that are going on at this point in time. I've been mentioning that to you guys this whole week. So normally we look at it, there is a point we can, but it's not the end all be all at this point in time. So what we're going to do is, again, gold, if we can really start to hold this area now on market open, we'll potentially look to sell back down to the previous weekly highs, and again possibly even lower to possibly the EQ and daily pivot. We basically haven't even, I don't think the whole day did we actually test that daily pivot. No, we haven't. We have been bullish the whole day. We're sitting at 1.3% up on the day, so definitely will be a nice turnaround point. Thoughts on US30, my brother? We are definitely going to get there. We are just doing a quick run through before market open. So we're starting with gold, we will then move over to US30 and NAS. But again, gold, simple thing, we want to see if we can hold this area. The R3 is perfectly, yeah, so we can see if we can maybe get a nice retest on there. That will be our move for the day. Otherwise, if we break above, we definitely can run this up to weekly resistance. Okay, then let's quickly jump over to US30. US30 is also quite a nice one for me, guys. I actually, funny enough, I think I mentioned today there was a possibility of we can go bearish. Reason being is this doji candle over here. So those of you that don't know, normally what I would like to do is get something like this. So let's just get that box there. I would like something like that. Purely, let's just make that even a bit smaller. We can look there. If we can get a test in that area again, and then to sell off if we break above, continue the buys. But as you can see, we literally opened a bit low, we filled that gap, and then continued down. So we already had that gap open and we covered that up. Obviously in the 15 the gap doesn't look that big, but it was closed almost immediately, trading off the daily pivot and the equilibrium, and has been going lower since. So for me, if we go over to the 30 again, guys, maybe if we can even get a test of that area again, that would be a beautiful trade for us to take. So definitely could see some sells coming in the US30 session. Same with NAS, guys. I'm actually a bit more bearish at the moment just because of how things have been moving. When we drop down to the 4 hour, as you can see, I mentioned to you guys in the London session, we had these 4 hour lows which matched up exactly with the daily equilibrium, as you guys can see there. So yes, the pivot's a bit higher in the Asia sessions, but our EQ's, yeah, so we got under the EQ, we tried to retest and have just been going lower. Again, we do have a daily key level sitting here at 1500 flat basically, or 15010. So that is something we're going to keep our eyes on as well. Let's even actually just change it. We can make that a bit more of a round number. So let's go 1510. Okay, that's a little bit better. And reason being something like that again, guys, is just psychological numbers. When these markets are moving, they always like the round numbers. Just keep that one in mind. So that is purely why we are doing that. Okay, if you don't mind to take, so like I can take the music sound low. All right, perfect, guys. Sorry, just let me know, guys. Yeah, if it is a bit loud, there we go. I hope that is better, my man. Otherwise, let me know. I'll see where I can even make it a bit softer again. But just let me know if that is better, okay? Very peaceful. Sounds like Elden Ring. Yeah, just let me know, guys, as mentioned, if that is better for you. I don't know, okay? So NAS, perfectly again. Obviously, with the London, New York open with a bit of a reshuffle. It can come up. We could get a bit of a retest, maybe something like this. Hold as support, resistance, and trade back down. Once again, we could even break there and then retest and carry on further. But that would be our first targets if we can get resistance on the weekly pivot. We possibly, guys, could even hold as resistance and go all the way back up to the daily equilibrium. We wanted to test it earlier and was failed. If you think about it, since we broke Asia lows, we never truly had another retest again later. So you could even have such a deep pullback. But for me, I am bearish on NAS, on US30 and gold. And as I say, for gold, it's more a temporary thing. Again, I still wanted my big pullback. I wanted my pullback to 1933, which previously I wanted a pullback to the 19 flat area, which never came. So now if we can get 1933, that would be amazing. But if not, guys, it's all about reacting to what the markets can give us. So that is what we're going to be looking out for. What we're going to do quickly for you guys, just as another confluency, we've always mentioned we start looking at the day counts. So obviously we know we broke yesterday. So as I mentioned, Monday was the inside day. Why? Because market open didn't take out any high of the previous day or low. So we count that as an inside day. Very similar thing on market as a doji candle. Then when we look over to yesterday, guys, if we look here, market open was there. We then closed higher. So even though it was nothing major, it was higher. Yeah, I think there's a nice point there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so end of the day, guys, we did still take out a previous high. And then, so again, the reason we say that is when we look at the market, what does this tell us? It tells us basically yesterday's day we were up. Okay, so we can do something like that. Oh, well done. I'm not, guys, remember, this isn't always my setup, so every now and again this mouse is very different to the mouse I use on my setup. It's a bit more sensitive. But just so you guys can understand, means yesterday was a bullish day. So even though it was very little, we took out a high and we are doing that. So on market terms, what happens? We close bullish. That's very simple. That's why we close bullish, because of that. Your open and your close. So again, what I was talking about with the day count, what happens to the day count? The next day you should see a continuation. So when I meant I want to pull back, I just wanted to pull back there. I don't even want to come test Asia lows. It needs to pull back, just give us that support, and who knows, we could even possibly literally just pull back to Asia highs. Our pullback could literally be something as simple as holding off there, find support, go back, break above, and continue up. That literally can be what we're looking for. So obviously you guys are aware now, and that's what we want. Okay, so gold, funny enough, I think we could possibly get a break above, but I do want that pullback. And again, another confluency is just because I am leaning more bearish on US30 and NAS, and on technical analysis side of it, I do think the dollar is going to slowly start finding some strength. As we always said, I am bullish on the dollar. To me, this is all just being a bit more of a little bit of a pullback. When we really start looking at things, you guys can clearly see that's there. There is not a change of momentum. If anything, this would have been it, and it would have broken under. But as you can see, if it was going to go bearish, we should have got that break, resistance and continued, but we got the break, we held the support, and we got a big reaction to the top side. So that is why long term I'm still bullish on the dollar. This is just short term. And again, when we look on daily lows and weekly highs, which is quite a key level of rejection for the dollar, it rejected off that area yesterday, 2 days in a row almost, and is now starting bullish. As I like to say to guys, we always take out a low, but this day we literally made an equal low, as you guys can see there. So we, again, even if you want to look at it like this way, you can see this is quite an important place on price action. Simple as that. When we go over, you could draw a line here, and you can see how all of these zones are being tested here. So it is quite a strong level of support. So the dollar, this can be its flip zone for the dollar to return to strength, guys. And that is why I'm also more bearish on US30. Again, when we talk fundamental side of things, we had our news event yesterday, which actually came out stronger for the dollar. And again, yes, it's a news event, guys, but long term, remember, we're sitting this only next month, you'll get a difference in that change. So for this month, we will actually still see the benefits of that news. So until any other news comes out that might influence it, for now, US30 and NAS, US companies, they are going to see the effects of that. And that is why US30 and NAS can really start having those sell-offs. So that is why, again, just add into our strategy and our confluences. So gold, again, gold is, and why we talk about gold doesn't have that correlation anymore, is obviously the war. It's starting to increase and really get more hectic. And what happens? Gold is a safe haven, but so is the dollar. And that is why we can see both of them strength at the same time. Especially a lot of guys last week Friday probably got clapped, got hurt on gold, because what do we always taught, guys? You buy low, sell high. That's something I think 90% of traders are taught. And I can guarantee you a lot of guys tried to sell gold last week Friday. They tried to sell, they got clapped. They tried to sell, they got clapped. They tried to sell, they got clapped. Gold was on a mission on Friday, and right now it doesn't seem like it's going to stop. But as I said to you guys, we are just going to be very, very patient and wait for our entry and the criteria we want. So far, if I'm correct, from last week to this week, I think we're actually on like a 6 winning streak. So we don't want to blow that momentum just because of FOMO and trying to rush a trade, guys. We know we can get our wins, and we are just going to be patient and hopefully get what we want. So let me just clear this up. Obviously, we know what we are looking for. US30, that is our zone. So we can even go back down to this. Last few days, we can almost make something like that off the EQ over there as another area. And for me, I'd even actually say a little bit higher on the 15. What is this looking like? Let's have a look here, guys. So again, this is where we aren't just seeing a level and entering it, guys. We are looking for some price action. We're looking for something that's very clear, something that we can actually add or use as a confluency and taking our trades off of. And this is where, guys, the difference in time. Look at your, I always say, top-down analysis. Really pay attention to it. Look at it. It's trying to tell you a story. See what you can get. See what you can see in the markets. So funny thing is now, guys, the more and more I'm looking at US30, I'm actually wanting to look bullish as well. That's the only thing that's a bit funny right now. But again, we're going to talk price action and we're going to see what it's doing, okay? So we are going to see, maybe we're bullish again, guys. Maybe we actually, as I mentioned, we haven't got to the EQ for the day yet. So maybe we had a very, very strong drawback, got all the liquidity we needed resting here at the bottom. As we mentioned, you can see all this here. We went down, we tested those zones, and we can turn around and continue that bullish momentum. This could have just been basically a sell stop or buy stop, as we want to say, because a lot of the thing is we did close above here the other day. So now we are literally turning bearish again. So if we can continue bullish now, that would be actually a very, very great move for us. So I think a key thing, and if we go bullish today, I actually am happy with the way this zone is. If we can close above, hold Asia lows, hold the pivots and the EQ, we can continue back up to there, guys. Alright, guys, as we always say, surround yourself with the right people, and definitely I really appreciate all of you. For New York sessions, these views are already at a new time high. I think every day we are setting highs. And as you were mentioning earlier, guys, support each other, appreciate the little wins, value everything. Don't take it for granted, and we definitely don't take you guys for granted. Yeah, so much love to all of you guys. So again, US30, we might actually get those buys. Let's just go through, just give it a quick breakdown. They named it twice, so good, they named it twice. NY. Keys, good morning. Thoughts on US30, my brother? Okay, we break that down for you. I'm back. What's good, bro? Hit the like button. NAS on 5 good businesses. The boss, if you don't mind to take the music. Yeah, we did that. Very okay, my brother Mark is still on Vault Markets now already. Why? Just let me know there, Ridwan, if it is still standing still on your side. It moved now only. Okay, cool, that's perfect, bro. Yeah, the servers might have just been a bit delayed, so all right, that's sorted. Can we get more likes for the stream? It's because the value we get is so damn high. The streams are bangers. With you we win big time, dropping golden nuggets. I really appreciate the messages, guys. But as we said, let's keep the winning streak going. Caught the buys in US30 on the Asia lows. That is awesome, guys. What about NAS100? We just broke down NAS as well. We did break down all of them, as I mentioned. I said NAS, funny enough, is looking more bearish, but obviously I am bullish. So just like US30 had, again, I always say to you guys, one of them are lying. We just need to figure out which one it is. So US30 is already turning bullish, so maybe NAS is going to follow its lead. NAS for me again will be something very simple, guys. If we are going to go bullish, I would only look at it once we could regain the pivot, the Asia lows, be trading right above the daily EQ and our daily lows, and we can continue back up again. So once we get the weekly pivot, the EQ, daily lows, those are 3 strong levels we'll be trading above. And also if we go over to the 5 minutes, you can see we are still, yeah guys, it's fighting, but again, you can still see a majority of the momentum is upwards. So if this can later on get back above, I think we'll be good to go for the buys. But again, that is all what we're just looking at for now. Okay, and then let's go back here. So guys, we are basically, for me, as I mentioned, gold, and gold really is looking good right now. So we definitely should be able to get an entry on gold today again. That is what we're going to have our eyes on. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to just get my stuff ready on my side. I'm not entering, guys. It's just basically, obviously I have different accounts. So I'm just getting the right account ready. I'm getting my lot sizes calculator in position so that we are 100% good to go. As I've mentioned to you guys, remember the stream, I will help you guys monitor trades, but purely for myself, I am just going to be doing one-to-ones, guys. Okay, remember that. I'm trying to show you guys every single account we have taken live with you guys. It has been, yeah, and just showing you guys that with one pair, one-to-ones, you guys can grow your account. You can pass funded challenges, and we're trying to do that live with you guys. So I'm ready to go on this side, and we are going to see what happens now in a few minutes when market opens. Okay, how do you find the daily equilibrium, Alex? So my daily equilibrium is over here. I will type it out, because if I'm correct, the Vault Markets covers it. It's an indicator I use. It is called previous day range. Okay, that indicator will give you your daily equilibrium. So it will mark out all of them for you, previous days, same as the pivots. You can then set back how far, if you just want today's one, if you want older days, previous days, 5 days, however far. and it's not necessarily a lagging indicator. That's why it is very, very strong. Once the previous day closes, it is set and it is there for the day. So previous day range, guys, that is the indicator for your daily equilibrium. Okay, how's your keys? What we got for gold? A bit late, Marco. I've gone over it, but I'm basically looking at this key area. A more depth intake, you can just go back and check it. But I am looking basically at the zone now. I want to go long, but I would have preferred a little retracement. I would have liked to come down here, found support and continued up, but because of this zone here, we are also at the R3, so this is where we can find that rejection and turn around. Otherwise, if we can actually find it as support, we can go from there. So right now we are at our POR, but we'll wait for market open and the first 15-minute shuffle. What is your trading style based on? So Diamond House, my trading style is based off key levels. So I'm a zone to zone, guys. Very, very simple. As I like to say to you guys, I've got, if you look at my trading strategy, if we zoom out, we can even go week to week. Actually, that might be a bit much. Just go day to day. As I explained to the guys, I've got daily key levels. So as you can see, daily key level, weekly key level. Obviously, and reason being why weekly and daily is higher time frames respect zones a lot more clearly. So that is why I'll look for them as obviously 15 minutes, 5 minutes. Those are fractal structure within the other one. So they can sometimes be a bit misinforming. But I'm someone where it's simple, guys. I like to keep my trading simple. And basically, look here. If this was my zone, we broke above, we broke under. The minute we got a closure below, we had a slight retest. Down. So once we break, okay, I'm now bearish. Where am I trading to? Very simple. Next daily key level. So for me, that's that point I say to you guys, you can let it run. Once you've got this and you up, stop loss to break even, and literally my TP will be the next daily key level, which is over here. Once again, same thing. If it holds a support, I close out. It breaks, what's my next target? The next daily key level. So key levels in theory, guys, is I'm just trading zones to zones. And obviously I've got my confluencies and I've got my candle confirmations I use for entries. But very, very simple. It's key levels, guys. Support, resistance, daily equilibriums. I am introducing pivots. So that is also part of the strategy, if you want to say it like that. Awesome. Thanks, Keys. No stress. Alright, guys, 134. Really appreciate every single one of you. So yeah, while we're waiting, 4 more minutes, 3 more minutes, let me know how's your guys trading day been. I know quite a few of you guys traded London session with myself and Chris. That was a very great start. We hit 2 amazing runners on GJ and GU. Chris's trade, if I'm correct, I think this was his trade here. So Chris had this trade 15. Yeah, so this was Chris's trade this morning. Beautiful trade. Literally wicks in and all the way to TP. And GJ, I was the same thing. We entered, yeah, it was this one as well. So same thing. We entered, yeah. I still remember 2 there. I think I entered because I was waiting for support. Yeah, so I waited for support to confirm and I ran it to a 2R. So it was actually a very beautiful trade. There we go. We obviously had a little bit of pullback and then continued up to the top side, but it was a beautiful two trades, 2 beautiful wins. Do you scalp trade or swing trade? I don't know how to pronounce. Is it Tao? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, my man. I don't like to always say I'm one or the other. I don't like to put a label on it. I can do both. I called a 22R trade for the guys last week, where I said to them, if you can put 1,000 Rand into an account and let it sit the whole week. I think we hit TP on the Thursday for a 22R trade, which was on US30. But daily, I am scalping at the moment, and what I'll be doing on these streams with you guys is scalping. I'm not swing trading here for you guys. What time are your London session streams? Aiden, we trade the London sessions 8:30 to 12. Also every day, Monday to Friday. And you use price action basically. Yeah, a lot of price action on those zones and key levels. That is spot on. So yeah, it was quite a good day, up 10%. JC, that is incredible, my man. I'm so happy to hear that. Just gold I see is having a bit of a jump here, so yeah guys, we will be ready and waiting to go if we can pounce and get it. Just gonna quickly set alerts there. US30 goes, guys. Okay, remember, even when it opens, you want that 15 minutes. So as I mentioned, if we can close above here, hold the daily pivot and the EQ, we are going to go, guys. Okay, so if we can get in here after the 15 minutes, this is us, boys. That is us right there. Okay, so that's what we're gonna aim for. NAS is still going down, guys, so let's see what happens. Maybe NAS will hold support on the daily key level. So US30 is actually turning around, see guys, and that's why we wait. Also a bit of a jump on the candle on the open, but don't worry, that is why we wait for candle confirmations. And again, as I said, we wait for the 15-minute shuffle. So let's give it 15 minutes and let's see what the market can do for us. Gold is chilling out there, patiently taking her time. No problems there. The dollar is still continuing to climb. So let's just wait, guys, and see what happens. Let's just answer some of your questions again in the meantime. Can you explain the R1, R2 levels compared to weekly, daily levels? Not really sure what the R1, R2 levels are, but notice they respect them sometimes per Chris's trading strategy. So Kendall, the R1 and R2s, all of these are R3, 4, 5, and it's the same as, yeah, support. So what it is it's part of the pivots. So on your daily, let's just zoom this in nicely for you guys. So if that's your daily pivot, okay, obviously above it is resistance, R1, resistance 1, resistance 2, resistance 3. But you were going down, support 1, support 2, support 3. So those are your daily support and resistance levels that come with the pivot indicator. Okay. What is your stop loss on gold usually? So I actually run quite a tight stop loss on my personal like live accounts, things like that. I really do quite a tight stop loss. So I do a 200, but with these trades I'm bringing a little bit more in, and we actually just running a 250. But again guys, it depends on the trade. If I see markets are very volatile, I will introduce a bit more, but I do like a 250 on gold. So that's like my comfortable number. Did you message him on Instagram? Hakey's, I'm getting a hard time trying to message Chris about the giveaway I won this morning. Lucian, just let me know, did you message him on Instagram? Otherwise, if you are still battling, message myself on Instagram and I can help you out, okay? So just message myself, I can pass it on to Chris as well if you are battling to get a hold of him still. Gold is now on the move. Amos, we are patiently waiting, my brother. Okay, Lucian, yeah, Chris got it. He is gonna reply to you now, okay? He's got the message. So he will reply to you now. Expansion trader, I'm selling US500. There's equal highs on that, must be taken before we sell. So my problem is, my brother, with a lot of the time, equal highs, equal lows. Again, 90% of traders fail. 90% of traders are going to see that. So what does that tell you? If they are all going to sell there, you are probably going to be liquidity and it is going to buy there. So just keep that in mind. Just wait till you get an entry confirmation before you take that one, okay? And then let us know how that is going. US30 is milking. Again, guys, as we mentioned, that is why we wait for confirmations. See, NAS now starting to turn around. So NAS is buying. The dollar slowly turning off. So US30 can still come back, guys. US30 might even come hit the zone we wanted, Asia lows, and reject. That is purely why we wait, okay? gold break and retest possibly. That is exactly what we're waiting for. If we can get a nice break here, guys, break of this zone, get a retest, I am in. Don't you worry. Okay, but we are waiting for the first 15-minute candle to close, and then we can start looking for entries. Waiting. You're not taking any trades on GJ. CTech, I am not. I took my trade on GJ this morning. It has come and gone. That train has left the station. Once I'm someone, I don't like to enter twice a day. For those that don't know, I trade 2 bullets a day. So my 1 bullet was this morning on GJ, which was a winner, as I showed you guys, was this trade here. Now I'm not going to trade another trade just to... I don't even think this was the trade, because this wasn't on stream. This was the trade. Yeah, guys, sorry there. This was my trade. Yeah, that's why I was saying it looked a bit funny. We actually did a 10R there, because yeah, 3R. There we go. This was my trade this morning, where we literally were wicked in, and that was the trade. So I don't like taking another trade. As I say, the train's left the station. You had it. Don't try and force it again. If you missed it, you missed it. You will get another one another time. So I'm not going to be entering GJ. So waiting for the 15. Me too, also Keegan, about winning this morning. Perfect, my brother. I'm glad you guys were there. I'm glad you guys aren't sleeping on the sessions. We are literally winning, guys. We are blowing accounts up here. Not blowing them. We are blowing them up. So if you guys aren't joining the streams, you're missing out. We are literally giving these trades to you guys on a silver platter. Okay. So, yeah. Nicholas, thank you, Lydia. Thank you, Lol. Where did you learn all of that? Lars, what exactly are you talking about? Where did I learn what? Just let me know. Okay, I think it's pain. I am bullish on... Well, there we go, guys. So as I mentioned to you, we wanted to hold the pivot and test the daily equilibrium. There is my thoughts on a picture for you of what I want for NAS. So already, if we can hold here, get back above the equilibrium. For me, you could enter here if you were a bit more risky, but I would rather prefer an entry above the EQ. So once we are back above here, I will 100%, it's a trade I will look at, okay? Let's see on this side what's happening with gold. Gold is what I want to trade today, guys. As I mentioned, I will monitor, I will help you guys where I would take the trade on US30 and NAS, but the account I'm doing, I'm purely only trading gold. Tau, gold is not gone, my brother. It is right there. It is definitely not gone. This move we can still 100% catch. Gold has no bottom wick on the daily. That is a very true and very dangerous thing, guys. But again, that's also why we mentioned we could come back up to this area, invalidate this zone. So basically, just penetrate this area, get out all the buyers, and turn it around. So that is why I'm saying we want those closures. If this turned around and closes underneath, then I'm in the sells. So as I mentioned to you guys, originally this is my zone. If I could get the perfect entry, this would be my perfect entry over here. What is that noise? Is there literally ads playing down the background? Okay, interesting. Okay. So we're still waiting here on gold, guys. Don't be impatient. Give it time. As I said, guys, we are on a winning streak. There's no point to throw that down the drain just because of some FOMO. Already, guys, literally 2 days. 2 days and we're up 10%. Why are you being greedy? Don't force something. Most guys can't make 10% in a month. We've done it in 2 days. So why are you being greedy? If we miss a trade, we miss a trade, but we're not breaking our rules. So you might see that be taken out. Yeah, Vanton, I 100% see it can be taken out. That's why, again, we are being so careful with this trade. As I mentioned to you guys, I do see the dollar getting strength. When you look at what happened with NAS and them, they pumped down, and this is all that's happened on the dollar. It hasn't been a massive dollar losing anything. That is why I'm still thinking NAS can turn around. Again, as I said to you, and guys, I think every day so far I've said this to you, one of these two are going to lie to you. One of them, they're always going to contradict each other, and you need to figure out which one is telling the truth. Right now, US30 is selling, NAS is buying. It is our job to figure out which is the correct one. That's all it is, because the one is lagging behind the other. That's very, very simple to keep it, guys. After listening, I'll be bringing on your content to learn. Do you have sources for your strategy on your videos? Tal, I don't have much actually on my side yet, because we do day stream. You guys have this opportunity to ask me questions, show you guys, explain to you guys. But if you do join our Discord, it's at the bottom, it's in the description of the video. You have access, you see a lot more of our entry criteria, how we enter trades, what we look for, basic rundowns, a lot of explanations to indicators we use. And again, that is kind of the after hours where our community, our members can either help you that have been trading with us a bit longer, or otherwise myself or Chris can give you that answer you're looking for. But we are going to start making a bit more longer content, some actual maybe YouTube videos, necessarily where you guys truly can go sit and watch a video on why we do this, why we use this indicator, how we enter and trade. So that stuff will be coming soon, guys, so keep it out. We will be dropping some proper actual YouTube videos for you guys to go sit back and watch and enjoy. German 30 also looking bearish. Garth, that is nice, my brother. I'm not gonna lie to you, I never really look at German 30. I've never looked at it, never traded it. All the guys that I personally see have traded it have normally got clapped, so it's got quite a bad reputation in my books, so I just stay away from it. Okay, exactly, inspiring for Aiden. I really appreciate the words, my man. It really means a lot. What is the difference between the MT4 and MT5? So guys, a lot of I must say, when I actually started trading, I only used MT4, and that was purely because the broker I was using at that time only had MT4. I must say I much prefer MT5, but again, to me it's really just a preference, guys. Like, that's all it is, preference. End of the day, what do you prefer? There's little features that maybe make it better, things that make them more subtle. It's not really major differences to me personally. I wouldn't even be bothered by them, but I'm just, if you want to say, a tech person, like simplifying. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. If a new iPhone comes out, I get the new iPhone. MetaTrader 5's newer than MetaTrader 4, so I just use MetaTrader 5. But if I use a broker that only has MetaTrader 4, then I will use MetaTrader 4. So I have them both on my phone because I just use them depending on the broker and account I'm trading with. But to me, nothing that you have to be choosing the one over the other one. Live streams a fair bit. Minty, you know, bro, like, and that's the thing, these are live streams, so you know what, yes, you're missing the trades, but there's a lot of things we drop and how we explain the trades, how we took the trades, what we were looking for. So rewatching the old trades are still going to be very educational, and really will drop some benefits and some golden nuggets there for you. So definitely not something to nudge because you're rewatching it. It definitely can give you some value. I have already joined your Discord. I want to do the breakdown like your markups. That is perfect, Tal. Especially in the morning, my man, we actually literally look at the market and we'll break it down with you. So especially because I haven't seen you before in our London session, so join the London sessions if you can. you will see us literally break the markets and how we analyze them for the day live with you guys. So there you'll get the chance to see how we break it down and really technically draw up our analysis for the week. Are you from South Africa? Dilu, I am from South Africa, my man. I am in PE, so I'm born and raised in South Africa. Alex, yeah, German 30 has both made me money and lost me a lot of it. Okay, let's go. NAS rejecting beautifully off the Asia lows. I see gold is retracing. Guys, remember this is a 15-minute shuffle. It definitely can come back for us. If we miss it, we miss it. Maybe we then get on US30 and NAS. But I am still here. I am patiently waiting. I've never tried Germany but read about it. This is the most traded instrument that prop firm traders fail on. That was coming from one of the big prop firms. Valentin, I think you're actually incorrect. Funny enough, we actually spoke about that in the live today. That the most traded pair or instrument that guys trade is actually US30, where it was the pair or instrument that majority people failed on. Where as of lately, it's actually becoming the instrument that most people are passing on. So that's actually a very interesting fact. We actually spoke about it in the London session today. What would you say is your trading style? Lydia, 100% my trading style, as I mentioned, is key levels. If you want to break it down to a nutshell, support and resistance. It's as simple as that. I'm trading zones to zones. Chef Rody, the peaches. That's it, guys. Don't be afraid to drop some peaches in the chat. They always bring us the volume. Talia, no stress, my brother. We hope to see you back. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully we can still get a trade in here today so you can experience the vibes. NAS is making a comeback. US30 went all the way back down, guys. As mentioned, tested that zone we were looking out for and closed above. So US30 might turn around and make its buys now. So let's just keep an eye on that one. Gold at the same time, just going from strength to strength. Maybe we missed it, guys. Maybe we did, but we will wait. We will see if she comes back. If not, if we can find another entry, we will be in there. Okay. Let's see, guys. True, bro. Today's I started watching the lives from the first episode. That is insane, my man. Really appreciate that. Then there's a lot of content there for you to go through and learn. New to your stream. What is your trading strategy called, bud? I trade daily key levels. That is my strategy. Obviously, we got a lot of confluencies added into it, but I trade key levels. That is cool. I'm trying to stick with NAS100 nowadays. Hopefully, pass my funded account on it, trying to master it. Bro, that's perfect. Like I said, people, when I started trading, all I traded was US30. Like, that was it. Just US30, which then turned over to, when I started doing my funded accounts, gold. And gold has just become my baby ever since. So I 100% say to you guys, there's nothing wrong with only trading one pair. Peach Nation, Amos, that is it, my man. Peach Nation, stand up. Kendall, suggestion for you, Keegan. I was in another live group, and the more you grow, you'll want to have AI auto-generated responses for the common questions to get daily. Kendall, funny enough, so Chris and I, we actually have obviously our guest here, who literally also runs our Discord. And funny enough, literally before the stream, we were just talking about that. There's a few more things. We are going to be upgrading the system and production, and there's a lot of more fun, exciting things we want to start bringing in for you guys. So there definitely will be some things like that coming in, some automated bots and stuff, just to have those generic replies for you guys. What I love about the live streams is that I get to see what goes through your mind when analyzing, when you execute, and the patience. You know, I think, a lot of guys, it's interesting to see how different people execute. I think the trade we took yesterday on NAS, someone mentioned they were actually watching another live trader, and me and him took the exact same trade, but we both approached it completely differently. So it is always nice to see how you can execute on trades. But yeah, the patience sometimes is the key, guys. You got to just sit there, sit it out, and wait for that trade to come to you. And that's why I'm saying I'm okay if I miss a trade. I'm not going to force it. And at the same time, again, who knows what happens. So just patience, guys. There's sometimes, as we always say, as traders, the hardest thing to do is just be patient and sit on your hands. Jeez, thanks, appreciate. When did you start trading diamond? So I actually mentioned to the guys the other day, I started trading 4 years ago, but I like to also only count 3 years. So 4 years, when I say that, is I started, but then I took like a 6-month break, and then I only started up, and where it was 3 years of daily trading, learning, did courses, did mentorships, and obviously becoming profitable over the time. But while I count that 4th year, yes, I did take a gap from trading, but I did still learn stuff in that year. And the fact I learned stuff was still something. And that's why I do actually still consider it. So I would say I've been trading for almost 4 years now. That was me that said that, Kendall. Oh, well, there we go, my man. That is perfect. If you are the one that said that, then there we go. Okay, man, all the peaches, guys, we are loving it. Again, let's hopefully see US30s there. US30 is going, guys. As you mentioned, this is our zone we are looking for. So if we can really start to get some closures below here, we 100% can see that sell off coming. NAS, again, guys, one of them are lying. So which one do we think it's going to be? At this point, it looks like US30 might be the right one. So NAS might give us that sell. If gold continues, we might get that sell, guys. Let's just see what happened. I was going to say, my music turned off here. But it is back, guys. The vibes are back. Don't you stress. When I am near, the music is never too far away. Okay. So as we said, literally had a perfect rejection of Asia lows. That is why we're being patient here, guys. As I mentioned, one of them are basically contradicting. So can we see NAS turn around and follow US30's lead? NAS would be a much easier one if we can basically literally, it's a clear daily key level. Yeah, if I can get a closure below, I am in, guys. I will be in on that if we get a closure below. Until then, there is still the possibility this can go long. US30, like I say, it's holding out there. Again, guys, can just be a stop loss hunt. Jason, nice to see you are in the building, my brother. Diamond, I am in a group from a Cape Town trader. We are in Nasdaq sales from, I must say this hard thing always gets in my way. I can't actually see your, from the daily lower high. Is that wrong? I think I know whose trade you're in. But no, it is not too wrong, because as I mentioned to you now, that NAS can be repeating as well. One of them can be doing this. So if NAS is there, you 100% can see the sell coming. US30 is taking off, the dollar is going up, and as I mentioned from you guys in the initial breakdown, that if the dollar continues, I'd want to see the sells come in. So 100% can see this turning around, guys, and going down, as that is more correct with correlations and if I had to look at technical analysis. So no, not necessarily wrong at this point. As I mentioned to you, if I got that break there, for me, I'm in the cells as well. So it's just a waiting game at this point. As I mentioned, US30 can be what's leading us. So even US30, if we get a closure like this, that might also be the clear go ahead that we can actually start selling on NAS as well. So 100% does not mean you are wrong. What is your view on the Euro USD pair? Let's have a look at it for you, my man. I haven't looked at it the whole day, so we'll give you a quick thing. Weekly, I am now neutral. Why was I neutral on? Oh yeah, that's why. Okay. So reason being I am neutral in the week is we had a strong bearish push, but we did close above the daily key level. Previous days we have then found strength, but we are rejecting the next key level. As I said to you guys, zones to zones. We traded from there, down, down, back up to this zone. We are now closing below. So if we carry on closing below, where are we trading to, guys? Next key level. If we break, next key level. Very, very simple as that. So at the moment then I would be going bearish. So I am bearish on Euro USD, guys. If we have to look at it like this, this probably for me would have been a crucial point for you. So 4-hour highs, you are now closing below, you're retested the daily equilibrium and are continuing lower. So I definitely think your next target would have been there. If you got in, I think this would have been your perfect entry point. If you could get in on those previous daily highs on the 4-hour, you could possibly run, let's just say an 8, because that's nicely above the daily equilibrium, and there would be a quick 1 to 3. Otherwise you could push a 1 to 2 and aim for the next daily key level. So that is what I would have looked for on EU. I mean Euro USD. That is what I just looked up, my man. This is Euro USD. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, you can be confident in those sales, bro. I would also be in sales, so nothing wrong with that. Am I looking for buys on NAS? Alexander. Again, guys, we are literally going over the same thing the whole time, but I understand if you weren't here the whole time. One of these are lying to us. US30 starting to pull back. NAS is turning around. I said to you guys, if NAS can hold, yeah, if you've got some balls on you, you can already look to go long once we close above the weekly pivot. But for me, I will wait till we can close above the daily EQ. Once we close above the daily EQ, we can continue up. I will be in the bars. So NAS, I'm still waiting on. US30, we are waiting for a break and close below, as we have tested our pivot and EQ and rejected already. Gold starting to turn a little bit bearish. If I can get a bearish engulfing, yeah, guys, I will also enter the shorts already. But if we just get a nice slow momentum back down, I will then enter long. So if we can get something like this all the way down, all the support, I will enter long. So that's where we just talk about price action, guys. The difference in price action and candle confirmation. Keys, have you done Jay Froderman's course? So Jason, I'm actually very good friends with Jay. We went to school together. He's actually the guy that got me into trading. We started trading together. So yeah, been known the man for years. But no, I haven't done his course. I am in his group. I always, like I say, all of us traders need to support each other. He is doing some very, very good work, and he's very educational. So well done to Jay. I do give credit where it is due. But I personally have not actually gone through the course yet. So nothing personal. It's just I haven't. I found what works for me. I have a rough idea of how Jay trades, but no, I haven't actually physically sat down and done his course. if I had to look at a chart, I can tell you exactly where he took a trade, why he took the trade, but I don't exactly know all the ins and outs. So it's more a thing of just understanding. How do you determine the EQ? Tina, it is basically an indicator. The indicator is called previous daily range. So go to your indicators and it will be, that's just that thing, sorry. It's called previous day, or it's previous day range, sorry. Let's just fix that for you guys. Previous day range. That is the indicator. You just get that indicator, slap it on, and there you will have the daily equilibriums. Same as the pivots, and then you just set how many days back you wanted to go. If it's 1 day, 2 days, a weeks, but they will then set all the daily equilibriums for you. And the thing about them, it's the same as the pivots. They are not a lagging indicator. The minute tonight closes at midnight, they will then set tomorrow's daily equilibrium. So that EQ is set for the whole of the next day already. So that is why, guys, I use those type of indicators. Keys, do you take, again, sorry bro, this thing is always in the way here. Keys, do you take your execution on 15 minute or 5 minute? So for me, I'm a 15-minute trader, guys, but when things are a bit slow, especially when I'm at those key levels, if I am, so for those of you that were yesterday, was a perfect example. That gold trade I took was basically going off experience. We're going off something I've seen, I know, understand the market. It's a PI trade, as I mentioned. I love gold. I just can predict. That's a pure prediction of memory and experience. Like, I know what it's going to do. I will drop down to the 5 minute to get a much more aggressive entry. I will enter and then go for it. But for me, I prefer my 15 minute. But even, yeah, so for example, as I said, the shorts, even if I had to go to the 5 minutes, even now I'm not getting an entry. Like, it still wouldn't be something I could take the trade off yet. So I prefer 15 minutes, but I do use the 5 minutes. Okay, guys, 72 likes, 143 concurrent viewers. Loving the support, guys. Please, let's see if we can push those likes up. Okay, let's see what US30 and that is doing, guys. Okay, US30 close below, same thing, retesting that same lows, guys, but not breaking just of yet. As I mentioned, again, NAS literally got a slight close above the weekly pivot, gone all the way back down to the lows. You guys can see all we're doing is making equal lows at this point. And again, as I mentioned earlier in the chat, what does equal lows do, guys? A lot of you will see it as support, but what it truly happens is it becomes a magnet for the market. So the more and more support it's holding, the weaker and weaker it's getting. Eventually this thing is going to retrace and bang, it is going to smack right through it and collapse. So at this point in time, just going off price action and candles, US30 might be correct and NAS is the lagging one. So that is just a little bit of information. As I like to say to you guys, think of it like this. If you have a wall, okay, and I hit the wall, I have my sledgehammer, I hit the wall once, bang, there's a crack. I just wind up again, bang, the second time it starts falling apart. Wind up again, bang, the third time it's literally crumbling. The fourth time, bang, that hammer goes through. Every time that barrier is tested and tested and tested, it's going to get weaker. So it might hold 1, 2, 3 times, but eventually that barrier is going to give. Something has to give, guys. And that is why I mentioned to you, a lot of people will see equal highs, equal lows and go, oh, support has to be. And it's literally those trading memes where guys go, oh, perfect, seen this, draw it up, go, Ooh, look here, long support. Literally tight stop loss. This thing's not gonna move. And the minute they get you, this candle goes, oh, y'all respect, bang. And they're out. Stop loss, account blown. That's just reality, guys, because they're not thinking clearly and they overcomplicate it. Remember, for those that weren't here at some of our combines, the market doesn't have to do anything. When you say it has to respect that, the market has to go up. The market doesn't have to do shit that you say. The market can just park the bus and chill there if it wants to. So keep in mind, just think logically, guys. Don't overcomplicate. Keep it simple. And I promise you, you will start to see the results. As I mentioned to you guys, we're being patient. We are literally chilling out now. We're having a conversation. If we miss the trade, we miss it. If we don't get a trade, we don't get one. But we didn't lose money. So we get to trade another day, which is still a win. Because 95% of people are losing. You didn't lose today, you're still above that 95%. It's very, very simple. You guys are succeeding. You guys are already doing better than everyone else. But don't ever sacrifice your trade, your execution, your entry criteria because you have the feeling of FOMO. I literally have said to you guys so many times, if you call yourself a day trader, it doesn't mean you have to trade every single day. Necessarily, it means you're a scalper. You're in and you're out. It doesn't mean you have to trade every single day, guys. Please remember that, please. Don't predict, react. Sammy, that is perfect. Spot on. You hit the nail on the head. Literally react, don't predict. If you're predicting, you are gambling. Punishment that I must hand to you, you are very educational. Lars, I really, really appreciate, my man. I said to people, yes, I might have been in the game a little bit compared to some of the older guys, but I put my head down. I'm someone where I got to something. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it properly. I cut out a lot of friends, family. I put my head down for years, 2 years almost, just was non-existent to other people. I read books, and if you know me, firstly, I don't read books. I think the only books I ever read were 3 books, and that was because I had to read them in school. Like, that was it. I don't read books. But when it came to trading, I wanted to learn. I read books. I did courses, I did mentorships, I did Zoom calls. I backtested till I was blue in the face. My girlfriend will literally tell you how. So we had the office and we had my room, and I literally would have to put my computer in the room because for her, she doesn't like sleeping and I'm not there. So we made a little setup area in the bedroom so that she can go to sleep, that she can still see me, and I would sit until 3-4 o'clock in the morning backtesting, going over charts, going over things. So I always said to you guys, if you want to win, you got to put the time in, because as much as you can learn at the same time, no one's going to teach you chart time. That's going to come with experience. No trade is a winning trade, 100%, guys. I've said it. And that's the thing of trading, guys. Sometimes it is boring. Sometimes it's not the glitz and glam. It's not the smashing massive amounts of profits. Sometimes you're just going to sit here and you might not trade today. You sat here for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, and you walk away with nothing. But again, you walked away with the chance to trade another day and you didn't lose money. So that is still a win. I'm out. Just geeks. See you in the morning. Indian trader tomorrow, right? On Friday, Will. area and continuing up. Dollar is starting to retreat a bit, so ooh guys, I might enter gold. I might enter gold, guys. It's gonna be a very on trading. Sammy, well, the guys are dropping a lot here in the chat, so just check there. They are dropping some for you on the Discord, Sammy. Yeah, we'll be dropping a lot more in the Discord. I'm watching gold today. Yeah, guys, I think we're just gonna be a little bit careful, just patient. If not, it's one of those days, guys, and we had a psychology session, and we just chatted out and hanged out. And that's why I say, you know what, I really still appreciate you guys. The fact that we might not even get something, you guys also, you guys are hanging out, you're chilling out, and that means that, guys, I really I do appreciate it. But NAS, guys, NAS and US30 are coming to the party. We might still be in for something, guys. Let's not knock them yet. We might be in for something. As I said, very close here, guys. If we get a close above the EQ, we are in, baby. If we are there, I'm in. If we can close above that. Patience, my Coach Carter, I didn't do it, bro. I did not do it, so no stress. 1946 small lot size. Where was 1946? Damn, bro, brilliant trade. Well done, my man. Well done to you. I hope you are enjoying those profits. We rise at 4-hour resistance. The markets have time to play with our feelings. They always do. The markets can really and truly hurt your feelings. It will be Sammy. He is gonna take a pic of the books. Yeah, Sammy, as I said, I literally can't. The one is actually very important. It is always sitting right next to my desk, and for the life of me, I'm hitting a blank. I might even find a way to give it to you now, but it bothers me. I can't tell you what it is now. It literally is next to my setup at home. As I say, it is probably my most important book. It taught me so much. It really got my mind. It also was a big life changer for me. My brother Kyle James, who we have had on the lives in the morning as a guest, he's actually the one that put me onto that book, so credits to him. It definitely is a trading book worth reading. It is quite expensive, but it is a brilliant book if you want to be serious about trading. Oh man, brother, I wasn't going to do any naughties today. Yeah, no naughties, guys. We are literally being patient. If we don't get it, we can happily call it a day. As mentioned, we are already so up on the week, and we have our winning streak. No need to throw it down the drain. Can you explain your entry criteria, as I did not understand in the morning? So basically, my man, literally, yeah, okay, if I look at gold right now, I trade off key levels. So this is a kind of breakaway zone, not necessarily a key level, but entry criteria. A nice bullish engulfing. I want small works of candles. So we have one bullish engulfing. I want multiple candles, so maybe 3-4 candles, how it is going now. And if that can then hold the support closing above this zone of interest, I will then enter if I get a retest and continue up. Hopefully that makes sense. So basically, if this was a bullish engulfing breakaway from the zone, what I want to see is this, a slow decline to show me the buyers are still here. The buyers haven't just left the market. We are holding support, and bang, that's what I want to see. If I see a bullish engulfing and market just does this one candle, bang, right back here, I'm not interested. I don't want it, because that can just show me there could have been news, there could have been a tweet, fundamentals, sentimentals, a lot of things they could have played. This could have been a key area that buyers basically had as their TP. So basically what happens is the buyers are here, they hit their TP, so all those buyers are now out the market, and the sellers can literally flush the market down because the buyers are no longer there. So that's why I like that slow steady back to show me the buyers are still in the market. Fed speeches from 6 p.m. today. Well, there we go, guys. That's actually a true thing. We got a lot of news still coming out today, so nothing too crazy. The mic volume is a little low, just ahead an ad and it blew my headphone. Lars, that is, we'll see, my man. I'll put it a bit up for you. Let me know how that is. Is that a bit better, brother? Just let me know about that if that is better for you. Okay. Hogard, Tom Hogard, great person. Okay, NAS going up. What's your entry price on US30? Let's see. Okay, yes, guys, we wanted a close. Yeah, NAS might just leave the station without us. We've still got a few more minutes, so hopefully NAS can come back, even back to Asia lows. But again, if we can even close above Asia highs, hold Asia highs again, that can be our entry over there. We are going, I mean, the 80 is starting to flush now. And US30 has come to the party, guys. So again, US30 can still give us the entry. So both of these trades are still on the table. Let's not forget about them just yet. Okay. Not taking it unnecessary out today, rather wait for more confirmation. Perfect, bro. Literally, and again, guys, I think that's the patience. As I said to you, sometimes trading is not fun. Sometimes you sit here, it's boring. But I'm not going to lose money just for the fun of it or for entertainment purposes. NAS going up. What's your entry price on US30? US30, as I mentioned, I'd love to see this zone be cleared. So the minute we back above Asia highs, the EQ and the daily pivot are both there. So I'd love us to see there. My entry price would literally be like that, my man. Let's even make it a 3,000. Yeah. So my entry would be 33,979, and you could target that highs again. So 36 there. That would be my entry point for US30. We'll leave it there for you guys quickly. Check out NAS. NAS pumping. Are you in NAS, my brother? NAS up. Check NAS in buys on NAS. Alex, you guys all jumped in, eh? As I mentioned to you guys, I wanted that entry over there. Literally even on the 5 it never came back. So unless you guys just waited and the minute that closed above and entered, well done to you. But for me, I did not enter on that. That was just a pump and go, and worked out perfectly. We got that area and rejected. You missing NAS. Yeah, no guys, if you guys are in, I'm glad. I'm very happy for you guys. You missing NAS? NAS is going. Yeah, very good, my friend. Did we miss NAS? And Tama, well, I miss NAS. Some of these guys, these legends, they just jumped in. These sharks aren't scared of anything. They went head first into NAS. Dirk, maybe I will if I get it. Otherwise, I said if we hold Asia highs, I will do the same thing. So when we go over to the daily, we literally can still go back and test those equal highs over there. So you still can get quite a nice turnaround on my time frames. I am bullish on NAS. So this, as I mentioned to you guys, could just be a retest, as we saw yesterday. Yesterday had a massive wick down to get out the buyers and stop loss hunt and turned around. So we can see pretty much the identical thing happening here. So even if we did miss there, you possibly could wait for Asia highs to find support here and enter off the Asia highs. So that can be our retest or re-entry point. NAS on fire. Call that on a nasty trade for you guys. Yes, so quite a few of you guys got in, eh? Yo, you guys are wide awake, yeah, this afternoon. Just be careful though, guys. If US30 retest Asia highs and is holding, so that does mean there is a possibility NAS can come back down. So just be hesitant on that one. But again, that might even give us the lower retest. So just be patient, guys. That's what I'm saying to you. If you don't get your trade, you don't get your entry criteria, don't take it. But gold, yeah, she comes, guys. Yeah, she comes. So Asia high and Asia low, that is not an indicator, my brother. That is me marking it out for you guys. So what happens is I have a sessions indicator, which is the Sonar Lab sessions. So you can search different ones, just search sessions in your indicators and you'll get a whole bunch. And then I just mark out the low and the high of the Asia session, just so it's a lot simpler for you guys to see, because obviously I don't want these color blocks and all these things to be too complicated and making things just look more busy. I like a very clean looking chart. At the moment it does look like there's a lot of lines, but it is relatively clean. So it looks like gold is retesting, guys. Can we see gold continue higher? What are your thoughts, guys? Let me know. You know, I am bullish. I do believe this is the flip. This is the switch for gold. Do we see gold going higher? Let me know. Do you enter using the high and low of London? No, I don't. The reason is why Asia is important is Asia is first up, so Asia sets the tone for the rest of the sessions. So it's your first highs and low, which kind of sets a point of volume for the markets. So that is why I do it like that, guys. Okay. We're waiting patiently, guys, and we might enter gold. Gold does look good to me. I'm happy with it. Maybe we still get what we are looking for, ladies and gentlemen. Keeping in mind there is news later, so it 100% can change things around. Gold all the way to 2000. I would love to see that, eh? I would truly love to see that, and I'm not saying it won't happen, but that is a long-term goal. That's not going to happen in like a week's time, guys. I believe it will go higher. Marius, I agree with you. It depends on the war if we'll take it to the extreme. That is why I mentioned in the start of this, the war is getting worse, so it 100% can do that. Are you taking the sell on gold? I'm purely going to wait for this zone. If we can still test and close above, I will enter buys. If we can break below, I will enter sells. There goes NAS. Let's quickly go back to NAS. As you mentioned, guys, couldn't hold that EQ, and US30 has turned around. That is why I told you guys, don't rush your entries. Just be patient, guys, because at the end of the day, you could possibly now be walking away with an L, and I am still walking away with a smile on my face. So don't rush your entry, guys. Please. Don't be greedy. Don't be impatient. $100% gold is a safe haven, guys. So again, in time of why I said Asia is, remember, Asia is your first session. Asia, London, New York. Asia sets the tone. It comes up first. It gets to sit and basically set points of volume for the day for London and New York session. So that is why Asia is important, and we look at the Asia highs and lows and not the rest. Are you taking the sell on gold? Gold can continue to climb, but DRSI needs to lose momentum for me first. Nice stream, brother. Second time here. Supreme, I really appreciate it, bro. If the dollar can start losing momentum, 100%. 100%, brother. You know what, guys? I am going to do it. I'm just going to put a 0.5% in on actually my other account. So this is not my my live account. These are my other ones, but purely a 0.5% just because the dollar, and why I say that is the dollar 153.935. Reason I say that is the dollar is now at a point of rejection as well, so that actually lines up almost perfectly. So that is why I'm happy to actually take a bit of a half risk entry here. and I mean kind of finish up, close up, and let this run. It's a half risk. It can do what it wants to do. Okay, so in this way I'm not risking my winning streak on my live account. Let it play out, let it see what happens. As I mentioned to you guys, I'm not going to just give away things on my live account. We can definitely see something happen here. This can be a quick in out, but again, it's a half entry, half risk. Okay, purely. And also guys, another thing I would say why I would go half and manage it is where I'm, like I say, so the one I'm doing this on is a challenge account on my lives, and purely again is news event coming out, so markets can still be very much manipulated ahead of news coming out, so just keep that in mind. Okay, yeah, 1925, 926, definitely bro. As I mentioned, I would love to see if before we are going to go long term, 100% 1933 needs to be tested for me. 100% that has to. Hope you grab some profits through, boys. NAS dumping, gold buys, guys. But I have to say, we basically have to lock up the office and call it there. I'm sorry, the trades, we weren't really able to get anything today. Hopefully we can get something a bit later on, but we will have to be patient, wait and see what happens. But we're going to call that there for this New York session, guys. Again, as you said, New York sessions are going to be nice, short and sweet, to the point. US30 is still dumping off, guys. So is NAS. Gold is trying to hold this zone. Dollar is trying to come back to strength. As you mentioned, guys, if dollar can find resistance, yeah, 100% can go lower. Reason for gold trying to hold support and not be a complete correlation. I think that is basically already, guys. That's that 0.5% gone. There we go. There she goes, guys. And that's the thing, guys. So be aware, as I mentioned to you guys, no bullshit, no hiding. I know if I'm gonna catch it on cuck, do it on your challenge accounts, do it on things like that. Your live accounts, guys, those are profits. Those are your babies. Do not ever misbehave on them. Keep the records. And again, guys, it's just one of those things. Can you explain the criteria used to place that trade? So basically that trade was just off zones and literally correlations to the dollar. So that's why I said to you guys, that was literally a 0.5%. It doesn't bother me, guys. As I said, it's a challenge account where, again, if that was my live account, I 100% would have never done that in a million years. But we move, guys. So again, what you can wait for is the zone to either clear, and you can definitely 100% look long, but this for me is the area. If we want the big move, like we said, to 2000, 100% we need to test. Yeah, guys, 100% needs to be tested. But dollar is going strength to strength. There goes US30, guys. There goes NAS. Okay, so yeah, guys, we are going to call it a session there for today. What are you looking for? Hope you grab some profits there, and that is it, guys. So again, we'll see you guys then back for tomorrow. Dollar is climbing very strong as we predicted. And again, guys, literally, as I mentioned to you guys, don't always put all your baskets in eggs in one basket. If you want to have that FOMO, you want to do things, if anything, like if you're not in the case you have lots of challenge accounts, never catch on cucking your live accounts. Don't do that. But your challenge accounts, have some fun here or there if you want to. Have a demo account if you want to, and trade those things so that you don't feel like you miss out. In that sense, I think that'll be good for the psychology side of things. But again, guys, I really appreciate all you guys. Literally massive move on the likes today, on the concurrent viewers, all-time high. It means so much, guys. It truly does. So appreciate you all. Love you all, guys. Peace and love. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, London session with Chris. Alright. Peace out, guys. Have a lekker one.